Match day that 6 of the English Premier League completed. Some of the teams suffered, others smiled, but still the race is still open. Somebody said Liverpool mathematically are still on title race.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking about
their
that.
fingers are still crossed.
Yes.
To see what will happen.
You'll be explaining to us how Liverpool can mathematically win the league, right?
Yep. Yeah.
But first thing first, of course, we'll start with midweek matches, which saw London derby, Chelsea taking on Tottenham. And of course, shockingly, Chelsea scored 2 goals against Tottenham.
Yeah, an easy win. I think we covered it in the last match day before the other one. Yeah, but an easy win for Chelsea, a great win. Keeping a clean sheet against especially rivals, London rivals, Tottenham was good for them. So credits to Chelsea, and they have had a good run. I think they went on again and won against West Ham.
Yes,
5-0. A great performance, especially from Jackson. 30 million for him, right? They bought him 30 million. Yeah, I think it's a bargainable price tag for them because as much as he's been missing a lot of chances, he's done well for them. And then the 2 clean sheets, important for them because as we speak, they are now above Manchester United, which is good for Chelsea.
You had to mention them on Saturday at the kick-off. Arsenal taking on FC Bournemouth. 3-0. One of the games which you saw a controversial penalty.
It was controversial and a few other decisions in the match as well because Bournemouth scored and the goal was disallowed. But at the end of the day, Arsenal got the job done. They always take advantage of those kinds of situations and they do well. So 3-0, I think we went for 3-1 for the correct score, but it didn't happen. Bournemouth didn't score, but we should learn because there's tendency of Arsenal keeping more clean sheets. So we'll see who they are playing next, and let's see how we can predict those ones.
Later on, Manchester City continued the good run, hammering Wolves 5-1. I remember you had said 4-1.
Yep, so close yet so far away. I saw a 4-1 kind of victory. But yet, yes, I said it could go to 5 in case Wolves wouldn't be careful, and they were not, and Alvarez scored. So a great result for Manchester City because goal difference-wise, a good result. And as well, they need to win probably all their games because Arsenal have been winning as well. So a great game for Manchester City, of course.
Things are not so good for Aston Villa as they lost to Brighton 1-0. I remember the Brighton had a goal cancelled. How does it look like for
pity even for us because they were on our bet slip section. They lost and we thought they would score maybe 2-1 or 2-2. It is what it is. For the top 4, it affected them because Tottenham are still in it mathematically. But for Tottenham as well, I think they have lost all their games until now. So it's like, it's not so serious. Like for European football, I don't know what's happening. But yeah, not a good result for Aston Villa. And for Tottenham as well, it's been a bad run.
At Anfield, yes, things didn't go so well for Tottenham as yet again they lost another match. And this time round was 4-2 to Liverpool.
Yeah, so mathematically they are still in after winning that game because we understand that they have 78 points. If they win their 2 games, they are coming to 84. So meaning if Arsenal and Man City lose all their games, now Liverpool have a chance if they win all theirs.
Man City need to lose 2 matches and draw 1.
Yes, so Liverpool are still in it until probably if Arsenal wins the next game and Manchester City as well. So it is still open, but we're going to find out how it's going to go. And then I think we have the last game.
On Monday night,
Manchester United.
Things were made crystal by Palace. Of course, they thrashed, they hammered, they humiliated, they dominated, they smashed. Manchester United 4 goals. Oh my God, it was...
They are not stopping us from being the most valuable club in the world. We were not hurt by that defeat because by this point, if you are a Man United fan out there, we know that...
It's like United, let's agree, United is a lion, right? And this is a dead lion. So you cannot shame the shameless.
No, it is
you
like
this. You cannot kill a dead...
Let me tell you how it is. Have you ever beaten by you know, back then when we used to grow up, we used to go to primary schools where you got punished so bad. Did you ever get to that point where now you don't even care about the punishment.
You don't care.
You don't
Bring
care.
it on.
Bring it on. Even if the teacher says 10, I'm gonna give you 10. You like, bro, start now. So it's like us right now. I think it's an embarrassing defeat though, because it means Manchester United have a negative goal difference. Their chances of qualifying for any European competition are now like very low. And the saddest part is that Chelsea,
You've been bantering Chelsea.
terrible all
Rob,
season.
You've been
Are
bantering
now-
Chelsea and Madueke every day.
Are
But
now,
now, how do you feel Chelsea are above? Chelsea
He doesn't-
now above.
look,
Is there a trophy?
no,
being
no.
top of
We told you we don't feel anything, but that a bit
You
hurts.
sure? I can
but,
see some.
well, that
From
is
your
how
eyes, I
it
can
went.
see you want to
Embarrassing. And the post-match interviews for Ten Hag, of course, very epic. You, as a Man United fan, you're just like, wow, what is this all about? But
I love his interviews because Ten Hag is always like he has a clue, but less.
right, we're gonna find out who they're gonna play in the next 2 match days, I think, because this match day carries a lot of games. The
Yes.
ones that we are gonna cover, we have match day 37, which has other teams playing twice, so that we
because of the matches. Which
yes,
they
so
didn't
that
play.
we have one match day remaining for all the teams, which will be match day 38
final.
playing at the same time. Yep. So
We go straight on Saturday. We'll see the defending champions traveling to take
Fulham.
on Fulham. One of the matches, of course, I saw something. Was it William? William posted a video of them playing with. They were throwing some skates up, and this is now the team which Arsenal fans a fan said,
are expecting
a fan
them.
said it's over for you, Arsenal. It's not training. So.
Well, regardless of that, it doesn't matter how Fulham prepare for this one. Manchester City, towards the end of the season, are a team to reckon with, and they always win consecutive matches. And for this one, I'm not gonna go to much details. I feel like Manchester City are a team, if they face a team like Fulham, they always concede goals. That's why they even conceded against Wolves.
Yeah.
So I feel like Fulham will score, but Manchester City would outscore them. And that's why I think this is the crucial part of the season where Manchester City will put at least 3 past most of the teams they're going to face. And that's why I feel like for this one, it's going to end in a 1-3, 1-4 kind of victory. But this time, I'm going to go for a 1-3 victory.
Right. Awesome. Close. That's the possible or probable result
Result
we're
for
gonna
that match.
we expect this weekend. And like you said, Arsenal fans are still hopeful. It is football, anything can happen, but it is hope that kills. Once again, I don't think Pep Guardiola will entertain the thought of feeling like City gonna drop points right now, because they have 3 games to play for, and their closest competitor right now is Arsenal, who just need 2 more wins from their 2 remaining matches. So Man City know if they drop points, that's it. And I don't want to talk much about this match because you gave out my prediction. I feel this is a match where Manchester City will score 3 goals, and there is no chance of them keeping a clean sheet. So
3-1.
agree.
Well,
We agreed with 3-1. Last time we agreed Arsenal 3-1. It ended 3-0.
Yeah.
So I expect that
Something of the sort. And we always say your pick-up point in that kind of game, if you are a gambler out there,
A win
should be over 1.5 or over 2.5 goals, or a win for Manchester City.
and both teams to score.
Well,
They
on
also play-
Thursday,
yes.
you're going to be playing Spurs. And we also head it to the bet slip section, so you can check our video. If you are a gambler or if you are an online investor, we don't call our people
International,
gamblers.
not online. International investor.
International online investors.
Yes.
Check our video, because we also had this one in the Tuesday or around Wednesday or Thursday bet slip. So Spurs are playing Manchester City, or Manchester City are playing Spurs, because
At Etihad.
let's start with the
team, which was the home team. Right.
No, not the home team.
That's wrong
Let's start with the team
Come
that
on.
means business. Well, Manchester City will be visiting the Tottenham Stadium. So maybe we start with you today. What do you think about this game?
Somebody said Tottenham is the team to decide the league, and I remember you are the one who posted that photo online saying come on. Tottenham will decide the title. Because they are facing Arsenal, they are facing Liverpool, and they are facing Manchester City. And they lost to Arsenal 3-2, they lost to
Liverpool 4-2.
They lost to Chelsea 2-0.
No, Chelsea is not a title race.
No,
Please,
no, I'm just
keep on
talking about.
Please keep it on track.
I'm talking about the team which you expect. If you're stopping the title, if you're changing the title race, it means you're a team which can stop other teams.
Okay.
How many teams have they lost? How many games have they lost?
4 in a row.
4 in a row. So maybe this is the time. Maybe, just maybe this is the time. But maybe I was saying, well,
you know, you are not wrong, because I posted that it could be a game that could decide the title race.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree. Because they have decided to let everyone win.
But there is nothing they did. They didn't stop, they didn't change. So it's like Arsenal didn't play. They were just given like a walkover. So back to my prediction, and I feel Tottenham is a team which is always that team which stops Manchester City, but not the current Manchester City. And also, the current Manchester City is not as strong as last season's. But I would say this is not the Tottenham to stop the current Manchester City. If it was Tottenham at the start of the season or last season, we could have talked about something. I don't see anything from Tottenham. Of course, we saw Son trying to say, of course, we're going to stop Manchester City. I doubt, because one, Tottenham itself doesn't want to stop Man City because of Arsenal. That is one reason. Reason number two, they have no power. It's like now, Werimo saying, we in Manchester United, we don't want to win the league, as if they have.
For sure, we didn't want to win it.
Yes. So, this is a defeat for Spurs. And I see City running riot. Are they going to score at least 3 goals?
That is riot?
It is riot, because a single goal against a big team, when you score 3 goals against a big team, it's riot.
It's Tottenham big team. Okay, sorry.
Among top 6 above Manchester United. Then, I'm giving them a 3-1 victory.
3-1 victory?
Yes.
Yeah, it is the same scoreline as we went with for Fulham. Manchester City are capable of winning these kinds of matches. Yes, Tottenham are a team who are supposed to, like, be a title decider if they're facing all the teams, but they haven't done it. And it just shows that the way they started the league is not the way they're finishing it. And I think Manchester City are going to finish them up, and they might not even qualify for the UEFA Champions League. They might finish number 5. Well, for the prediction-wise, I think it's still going to be a close game, a very close one.
Okay.
Because Manchester City are not fond of winning so huge at Tottenham Stadium. And I feel like, as you said, Manchester City could score 3 and Tottenham could score 2. I mean, what I mean is there is going to be a 1-goal margin or goals gallo, a 1-goal margin win by Manchester City. So if it's 1-2, if it's 2-3, it's going to still be a Manchester City win. So let me stick to a 3-2 kind of victory. Yes.
Right, and this weekend we'll see still on Saturday, Tottenham now taking on Vincent Kompany's men. That's Burnley.
Yep, I think for this one, directly now to prediction, because we don't want to waste time on a game like Tottenham. Tottenham have lost 4 in a row. Tottenham should bounce back, because Burnley haven't been doing so well, maybe except picking a point at Old Trafford. We know what is happening there. So I don't think they have all it takes to stop Tottenham at their stadium, but I feel like they can score 1, because Tottenham has been a team that has been conceding goals, and I'm going for a 3-1 Tottenham win.
Right, Burnley will be shocked. They feel, they think they are facing Manchester United once again. But too bad, no, this is not Man United. I'm not giving them any win. Any goal, I mean. And I'm seeing Tottenham keeping a clean sheet against Burnley with a 3-0 victory.
So close.
Yes. Then once again, we'll see our brothers who went above Manchester United. And the biggest question is, can they keep on winning? And this time round, they're going to meet Chris Wood. Traveling to the Forest.
They are your brothers now, because they are above Manchester United, and yet you are bantering them. Well, Chelsea have done so well in the last few. Aside from the defeat against Arsenal, they've done tremendous. They've had a good run, and that's why they are above Manchester United, and they are pushing for that European football. So, sorry for all the banter, because as it looks,
Where do you hide?
the banter should go to Manchester United now, because what are you doing, man? Why is your goal difference negative, man? So we are not talking about Manchester United now. We are talking about Chelsea. They are playing Nottingham. Direct to prediction. Chelsea is a team that sometimes concedes goals, although they've been keeping clean sheets in the last 2. This one is the match where Nottingham will score 1. Chelsea will score at least 2 or 3, depending on how much they want that win. I'm going for a 1-2 Chelsea win. How about you?
Chelsea, the confidence is back, and it was a matter of time. It comes at the wrong time when the Premier League is going to for a closure. Like the Premier League is now on the verge of going to the season finale, and it's good. It's good signs when you finish high. Now the coach will know during the preseason who to sign and who to bring, who to release. And I feel Chelsea will be too powerful, too strong for Nottingham. Nottingham is a good team. Of course, they showed City what they are made of despite not scoring, but they had good chances. Once again, no clean sheet. And I feel Chelsea will win this match. And I'm giving I'm giving 1 goal for Cole Palmer and 2 goals for Jackson. A brace for Jackson. Then Chris Wood will score on the other end to make 3-1.
Okay. On Wednesday, that next week, of course, Chelsea will be playing Brighton away from home. And I think maybe just a little of history on this one. If I can check real quickly right here. Chelsea and Brighton, the last few matches, maybe just a small head-to-head, especially when Brighton are at home. The last time out, how did it go? Brighton, what is the last? Okay, Brighton won 4-1 at home. Well, that is not the statistics we are looking for. We are looking at the standings. And Chelsea is now 7th, Brighton are now 11th. What do you think? Maybe just a quick prediction on that one.
Brighton is not the team which started the campaign. It's not the team which you saw at the start of the year and everything changed. We thought Brighton is the team which will challenge, at least for European football, maybe securing the Europa League or Europa Conference League spot, but doesn't look like there is no possibility. And now Chelsea once again, they are good, they're in good mood, they're in good run. That's a win for them.
A win for Chelsea?
A close match, of course, because we saw Brighton up against Aston Villa trying to do everything the way things are supposed to be done. And Chelsea going to win this match 2-1.
2-1?
Yes.
I tend to believe it's not a very easy game. Brighton are also pushing, and they had a little injuries, but now some of the players are back, like João Pedro, who scored against Aston Villa. Now, I believe this is the time where Chelsea are going to drop points, not all, and that's why I'm going for a 2-2 draw.
Wow. But
yes.
I expect goals.
Yes.
So not so far from my 2-1.
Yes, because someone could play over 1.5 or over 2.5, or both teams to score in that one. So what do we have on
Super Sunday? Arsenal traveling to Old Trafford to take on Manchester United.
This is our feature match. This is the match we've been waiting for, especially. But now
to create actually a combined 11. But
yes, the problem is at this point in game, you can look at the difference in the form of the two teams and you can see it. Arsenal right at the top, Manchester United down below, dropping further down the table, and it shows the difference. Well, a game at Old Trafford has never been easy, but before we go to full details, maybe team news. But again, it's easy to see the team news that of what is happening for the fitness levels of the players. Manchester United, a lot of injuries. Bruno didn't even play in the game before. For Arsenal,
which game?
Was that a bait? I see it.
It's okay.
Well, a lot of injuries, and that's why I think we lost that game, because Bruno wasn't playing. So for Arsenal, all of their players are available. For Manchester United, 3/4 of their first team players are not available. So no discussion even for about the team news. In terms of head-to-head, especially let's base at Old Trafford, Arsenal have won once in like
almost 10, 11, 14 matches.
Yes. They've only won once, and it's
1-0.
it's a red flag for Arsenal, you know, and it's a something we can bank on as Manchester United. So at Old Trafford, it's not easy. So if we check the head-to-head at Old Trafford, that's what we can see. But again, the referee of this game is one and only Paul Tierney. Paul Tierney has refereed all Manchester United and Arsenal games, and Arsenal have never won any, or Arsenal even playing any of the Manchester teams. So these are red flags that you can see. But yet again, we are still to give a prediction for this one. So if you are watching at home, you have better football knowledge, we know. Most of you have, because we've seen correct scores on the kick tip.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comment section at this point what you think about Arsenal or Man United versus Arsenal. So tactically wise, I will say Manchester United, we don't have tactics. And that's what will make us lose this game or maybe pick a point. So if we play well, we will stop these niggas from winning the league. And we could draw this game 2-2. But I know it's going to be difficult. So there's a potential 1-3 win for Arsenal. But well, I still believe in my team, and I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. I don't care about the rest of the things that people will say. How about you?
Amazing. I was listening to you and I was like, okay, what are you talking about? You've brought in so many factors which that doesn't affect football in any way.
They do.
To a point talking about if United play on Sunday, there is a possibility to win. I know. This football history repeats itself. Now I need to talk about football.
I think I should drink a little water because that was tough to predict.
Yes. I wouldn't talk in terms of banter. I just need to be neutral as possible as I can. One, there is that fear factor which was introduced back in the days during Alex Fergie's time when Arsenal faced Manchester United. And we know at Old Trafford it has never been easy for Arsenal. And for those Arsenal fans who are chest thumping, talking about how they're gonna thrash Man United, yes, there is a possibility. If the same team which was used against Crystal Palace shows up at Old Trafford, gonna be massacre. But then once again, we saw there is a certain mentality with Arsenal when it comes to big matches. They don't show up. Of course, they played so well against Liverpool at Emirates. They played so well against City at Emirates. Those are the matches they picked up wins against big teams. Right, now going away, we saw them defend against Manchester City, so as well they did at Anfield. Now, Arsenal are facing a wounded team. And I feel when Arsenal are playing against a team and they are their favorites, they tend to shoot themselves. And it happened during their match against Aston Villa. United is not the team to stop Arsenal right now. I need to be frank in terms of results. United is a team which knows how to play well against big teams by sitting back and once again launching a counter-attack or main man and they score. But they don't have the players to do so. We saw Casemiro playing as a defender, makeshift defender, centre-back actually, before he sat down and he told the old man, take your time and you need to rest. So if the same team shows up against Arsenal, trust you me, Arsenal gonna put at least 3 goals past Onana. I'm just warning Manchester United fans, as well as warning Arsenal fans because of the team which will try to step, which will show up. Mentality, if they need to be at their best. Arteta knows a loss at Old Trafford, a draw at Old Trafford, it's over. No more hope, not even until the last day, because the City will be coming for them. And I'm giving Arsenal a 3-1 victory. If United mess, they lost their brothers Chelsea. That's what I'll tell you.
So you think you're Crystal Palace? Well, on Wednesday, Man United still at home will be playing Newcastle United.
Newcastle United is a team which is stepping up and many players have returned from injuries. And I feel one of the key things with United losing a lot of matches is their key players. United have never kept a winning team, for consecutive match days. If today Bruno Fernandes is playing against alongside Maino, and at the forward is Højlund, the next match Højlund is missing. The other match Maino is not there. So there is no rhythm. And for a team like Newcastle United, it showed the world we can beat big teams, and they showed the world by thrashing Tottenham. And once again, picking victory over the weekend, a huge win for them. And I feel this is a tricky match. Who's home, who's away?
Manchester United at home.
Manchester United at home. I think now Trafford is one of the hardest stadiums to win. Even United cannot win a match there. So I'm going for a 2-2 draw. Yes.
That is close as it will get. Yeah, the squad situation for Manchester United is a concern. And these are the matches, these are winnable matches, especially against Newcastle at Old Trafford. Problem is the squad that we have available and the manager as well, because I don't believe playing Wan-Bissaka left back is the best option you can have. You'd rather play a youth, and that's what Klopp keeps doing. When Trent is away, he plays Bradley. When Konate is away, he plays Kwanzaa. He doesn't go playing makeshift players in positions which they don't play very well. So those are some of the factors that will make us drop yet another point. And from the look of things, we've lost quite a number of games. And if we're going to draw or lose against Arsenal, as I predicted 2-2, you predicted 3-1 for Arsenal, then this is not the match we are supposed to lose. It's a must-win match, and that's why I believe we can overcome Newcastle, especially if Ten Hag does the right thing. That's why, without going into many details, 2-1 win for Manchester United against Newcastle. Well,
we have on Monday Night Football, once again, number 3 facing number 4. That is Liverpool taking Aston Villa home against Liverpool.
Wow, this is going to be a difficult match, and I think that is the last match on our list as well, as I can see.
Yeah.
So, number 3 taking on number 4. Number 4, it looks like very shaky in the last game, drawing or losing 1-0. The other team also shaking the title as well. Very difficult game, but I believe if Liverpool get their things right, they can win this one. And that's why I'm going to go for a 2-1 kind of victory against Aston Villa. But these are two very much attacking teams. These are the kinds of games that could end in a 2-4 draws as well, or 1-3 win. And let me go for a close one. 2-1 win for Liverpool, as I had said. How
close it could get, and I feel Aston Villa knows they need to bounce back. Now, given their defense against Brighton showed, come on, these things is not as you expect it should be. So against Liverpool, like you said, there are two attacking teams with good squad. Once again, the defense is not that good. I'm going for a draw.
Okay.
I'm going to give Aston Villa 2, Liverpool 2.
Well, now on to kick tip, because we have reviewed and we've seen most of the big teams could win, probably others could draw, depending on whoever will win, because we're just doing the predictions. They are the ones playing in the UK. We are here in Africa. So some of the predictions that we give, please forgive us. On to kick tip. That's why we are there, actually, because we have a guy who's called Josephat M. He had 15 points in the kick tip, and he had a great run, although not correct scores in the match day. And then I had 12 points. You had 13.
And you told me you're closing the gap.
Yeah.
Is that how you close the gap?
The gap is still being closed. Remember, we have a lot of games playing again, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, it's a double match week, remember. What's your name?
Vincenzo's.
Yeah. This here is Vincent, who had 4 points for
correct
Sheffield
score.
United versus Nottingham. He had a correct score of 1-3. Okay, yeah, let me just shake your hand, because I believe it was guesswork. That's why it took time.
And you've never guessed anything. Who's fooling who?
But we have a guy. His name is Marigo95.
Yes, Marigo95.
Whoever you are, please comment in the comment section. We want to know who you are, because you had Manchester City versus Wolves 5-1. Amazing.
I logged in to kick tip when City were at 4-1, and I saw a room with a correct score. I smiled when I saw the 5th goal.
I know. You never want me to get the things right, because But I also had that 5-1, just that I didn't know it would get that. But anyway, congratulations, bro. Marigo95 for getting that 5-1 correct score. That's amazing. We didn't have any other correct scores. So keep playing.
Correct score are just 2.
Yeah, but the most important one was Marigo95, who had Man City 5-1.
How many points?
4
points.
Remember, we will have the link for the kick tip in the comment section and the description section, so you can also play. We have so many people joining, but they don't play, and the reason is they think maybe when you predict one game it's over. So remember to always
thing.
every time you have to check your kick tip and predict the games that are upcoming. So that was it about the kick tip, but we promised to read a few of the comments that we usually have for the people who are always watching our videos, and here we go. So we have so many people, and I'll start with someone. His name is Sipuzizo Possible Bumamba, watching you live from Swaziland. Wow.
Brother to Aubameyang.
Why? Because of the name?
Boom boom, yeah.
Nonsense. And then we have Edward Banda from Zambia saying, we are watching you live from Zambia. And then we have watching from Zambia, I am Elon. And then
okay.
Yes, we have another one from Tanzania saying hakuna kulala kukazana ndugu zangu. So he was just trying to say we are not saying we are not sleeping. You guys are amazing. Keep on what you're doing. Yeah. We have another one from Ghana. He doesn't have a name. We have one from Angola. Hey, his name, like you remember the guy we had in AFCON?
Angola.
Yeah, the guy who was very little with the finishes. Mabululu.
Wow.
You forgot Mabululu?
That guy, Mabululu.
Yes, the name is just like Mabululu. He's called Josimar Bufulumuno. And he said, I'm watching from Angola. Well, there are so many of them, and I think these are the first ones that we usually have, and we're going to be reading
Looks
a
like
few of them.
people getting positive reviews, because before we had somebody asking you if your papa they play.
Anyway. That's why they play? Well, we appreciate everyone watching from wherever they are, in the office, at home, in the car going to work. We appreciate you tuning in to watch our videos. And at this point, what you're going to do for us is just hit that like button and comment where you're watching from. And what we're going to do is read back what you've written on our page as well. We always return a hand.
Are you giving me anything for the kick tip?
For what?
When I win.
This season is just
you
a
can
debut.
Finish that show alone.
As usual, he is always chickening out. And
finish that show alone.
And that, my guys, is how Arsenal are gonna walk without what? Any trophy. We've come to the end of the Liquid Sports Show Premier League section. My name is Brian.
And they call me Vincenzo.
Vincenzo is still talking from the other side of the road. He's already going home because he feels hungry. And this is the Liquid Sports Show. We love you. We appreciate you.